Welcome, Scorpio, or welcome back to Lit Intuition. My name is Kay, and today I will be doing your Who is My Soulmate weekly love reading. So if you're already in a connection or several, this might help to sort of clarify things for you, or if not, this can be some indication of what to look for in the person that you will meet. While I shuffle, I would like to say that this is a new channel, so if the video resonates with you, I'd greatly appreciate if you would like the video, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be informed of future uploads. And if it doesn't resonate with you this time, then I humbly request that you check your other placements or try me again another week. As I will be changing formats and spreads weekly, you'll also get one general reading a week, Scorpio. And below in the description box, I have a tentative schedule posted, as well as instructions on how to donate to the channel if you're so inclined, a list of the decks I use, both Oracle and Tarot, and a link to my website where you can book a personal reading or order a personalized avatar birth chart if you're interested. So check that out. And I went ahead and shuffled the tarot there, as you saw, but I've pre-shuffled the two Oracle decks. I've got the I Ching of Love and the Twin Flame Oracle. Whether or not you're on the Twin Flame journey, this can apply. It's often got interesting messages. Interesting isn't the word I was looking for. Informative, I suppose. And then we've got a bicycle deck here, red tinfoil, which I think is really pretty, that I'm going to be using to clarify. I pre-shuffled those three decks so that we don't spend a whole lot of time shuffling, but obviously I'm splitting them, so I have no clue what's going to come out. We're going to leave those to the end. Okay, so I've got one from the I Ching and one from the Twin Flame Oracle. Okay, now to just gather them up, put them in their respective boxes real quick. Okay. Real quick being the operative term, but maybe not so accurate, okay? Let me just put these away and we'll get started. So we're going to look at who is your soulmate tonight, Scorpio, or today if you're watching this during the daytime. And I'm going to clarify the base spread, and then at the end we'll look at the oracles. Spirit, please show me a card that shows how Scorpio will first meet this soulmate, or how they have. The first card out for how you will meet this soulmate is the Six of Swords, Aquarius energy. I'm not going to really expand on these until I clarify. So next we're going to pull a card for your first impression of... Okay, sorry, I squeal sometimes when my cards fly out unexpectedly, but the one that flipped over here in my hand is the Knight of Pentacles. Earth energy, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn perhaps. Doesn't have to be. Put these cards back in real quick that fell onto the floor. Great. Moving on, the next card will show, it's supposed to indicate their physical features. This one's been a little bit hard for me to connect with, kind of, intuitively, but I'm getting better at it as I go. And the clarifiers help, so we'll get there. Please show me physical characteristics of Scorpio's soulmate. Spirit, thank you. Double flipper. We got, on the top of one part that flipped, we have the Devil, Capricorn energy, and in the other spot of the deck where the cards flipped, the top card is the Seven of Swords, Aquarius energy. Dun dun dun. Okay, sorry. Well, that's their physical appearance, so I don't know, those aren't the most encouraging cards, I suppose, especially if you were talking about personality, but we'll see when we clarify. So next we do have their personality. Spirit, please show me a card. Okay. Page of Pentacles for the personality of your soulmate, Scorpio. more earth energy. Then next we'll have the hardships or lessons for you two from the connection. Spirit, please show me hardships or lessons for Scorpio in a clear manner that I can understand and interpret. Okay, 2 cards fell on the floor. Just tucking them back in. Hardships and lessons for Scorpio. We've got the 9 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Make a little more space here for clarifiers. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, and please show me Scorpio's overall feelings for this person. When they fall out on my lap or on the floor, guys, I just catch them and put them back in. Otherwise, it can get too confusing sometimes for me to figure out what Spirit wants me to see, and so they're aware of that. This user error, I guess, sometimes, and I switch back and forth between decks a lot, so then it takes me a minute to get used to the deck. Alright, all that aside. So for overall feelings for this soulmate Scorpio, we have the High Priestess, which is major arcana for Pisces and Cancerian energy. Put those aside here. And let's grab our clarifier, which, as I said, I've pre-shuffled. So, Spirit, please clarify the 6 of Swords for how Scorpio will meet this soulmate. Please clarify. Okay. I'm going to do 2 clarifiers for each card. And first we have the Joker. There are 2 Jokers, of course, in a bicycle playing card deck. One of them does not have the red detail, and I have designated that one as Temperance. The one with the red detail I have designated as the Devil. Those are only the only 2 cards that represent major arcanas for me and bicycle deck. So I'm going to go ahead and put this clarifying Devil onto the 6 of Swords. One more, please, Spirit, to clarify. Okay. And we have the Ace of Cups. Now, all cards in the bicycle deck, of course, can be read the same, upside down and upright. But this one, the aces are different because you'll see the heart here is upright and it came out in reverse. So we've got the Ace of Cups in the reverse for how you'll meet this person. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Please show me Scorpio's first impression of this soulmate. First card to clarify the first impression, we have the King of Diamonds, equivalent of the King of Pentacles, Taurus/Virgo energy, possibly Capricorn. One more, Spirit, please, for Scorpio's first impression of this soulmate. First impression. One more card. Okay. And we've got the 3 of Pentacles. That's Capricorn energy. A lot of earth there, because we have the Knight, the King, and the 3 of Pentacles. Just want to note that. Spirit, please clarify this person's physical appearance with the Devil and the 7 of Swords for Scorpio's soulmate. Please clarify. Okay. We got 2 cards out together. When that happens, I take them both. So we've got the 3 of Spades, which is the 3 of Swords, and the King of Hearts, King of Cups. The first card would be Libra energy, and the second, being to me Scorpio or Pisces, can also represent Cancer. Thank you, Spirit. Please clarify the Page of Pentacles for this person's personality. Page of Pentacles for Scorpio's soulmate. Okay, we got one on the floor. Let's try again. Spirit, please clarify. Oops. This person's personality for Scorpio, their soulmate. Please clarify. Oh, okay, I caught that one. We've got the Ace of Spades upright, so Ace of Swords. And a bunch flipped over, so I just took the top one and I'm going to grab another one here. Thank you, Spirit. Please, one more to clarify the Page of Pentacles for Scorpio's soulmate. Okay, also clarifying the personality card is the 6 of Hearts, equivalent to the 6 of Cups, that's Scorpionic energy. These are slippery. Okay. Spirit, please clarify the 9 of Wands for hardships or lessons to be learned from the soulmate connection for Scorpio. Please clarify the 9 of Wands for hardships and lessons. thank you guys for your patience as I do all this. I just like to make sure that I get the right cards. You know, I go ahead and do it on camera for transparency, but, you know, let me know in the comments. I mean, not rudely, please. But just, you know, if you like it or not and why the reading. Okay, so for hardships and lessons to be learned from the soulmate connection, we have the King of Clubs, equivalent to the King of Wands in Tarot. And we're going to get one more for that one as well. Okay, Three of Clubs, Three of Wands, Aries. And the King of Wands to me represents Sagittarius or Leo, but can also indicate Aries. And finally, we're going to clarify the High Priestess. First card, Eight of Spades, which is the Eight of Swords. That's Gemini energy. Overall feelings for this person, for Scorpio. Okay. And the Nine of Spades, Nine of Swords, also Gemini energy. Okay. So for how you will first meet this person, with the Six of Swords, the Devil, and the Ace of Cups reversed, you will meet this person, Scorpio, or this soulmate, or you have already, in the process of transitioning from a previously very painful, uncomfortable, perhaps manipulative situation with a person with, you know, the Devil and the Ace of Cups reversed. This could have been someone who was simply codependent and trying to latch onto someone or get them to latch onto them and use deceptive means to do so. It could be someone who is so caught up in some type of addiction that they're numb, or maybe they're trying to numb themselves, and so they're not able to form healthy connections. But you're getting away from that situation, and you know, as far as how you meet them, it's not specific saying, oh, you meet them at a club or you'll meet them at work, etc. But it's just saying you're going to meet them as you're finding ways to heal and to transition out of a previous relationship or connection where that person could have had a lot of toxicity, might have been really unable to love, might have had narcissistic traits, you know, which a lot of us do, but some people take it to the extreme. And when I say take it, I'm not suggesting whether or not they have control over that. That's not up for discussion in this reading. So I don't even know why I said it, but I think you get my drift. Okay. Next we have your first impression of this soulmate. Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. You will see this person as being, they'll come across as being very stable, steady, hardworking, toward a goal. They know what they're doing, they're confident, they're a boss, but they're kind and, you know, generous, and they seem like the type of person that wants to collaborate, wants to form a connection, you know, with all the pentacles here, even if that is like a work situation. This is somebody that you might be kind of feeling like you can look up to because they have a very respectable demeanor. They may have a lot of money, could be like a boss or an entrepreneurial type figure, although hopefully not your boss, but, you know, take that as it resonates. Anyway, this person is open to collaborating. And moving on to their physical appearance, this is where I was kind of like, whoa. With the Devil and the Seven of Swords, the first thing that came to mind was that this person could be like really like sexually you know, and hopefully that, I mean, it does, okay. Sometimes I just start talking and then a bunch of other shit comes in my head, and so I get jumbled up. So I'm sorry. Let me get this straight in my head. You could work anywhere. So you could, this person may be dressing in a very, you know, a manner that really enhances their attractiveness, and that doesn't have to mean that it's like slutty or anything. You know, or you could work at a strip club, and maybe it is, or, you know, and that's no shade on strippers. Never mind. I'm not going to get into my personal history, but I'm just saying, like, I don't judge anybody. So this person could just be dressed in a very provocative manner. With the Seven of Swords in there, though, you know, if they are, it probably hides the fact that this person may actually be, you know, people might expect someone who dresses in that manner, which they shouldn't, because that leads to a lot of confusion and false blame and so forth. But people might think that that type of person is promiscuous, or that they're very, you know, open to being hit on or whatnot. And of course, that's not always the case. You can't approach somebody with any kind of disrespect based on their appearance, no matter what they're wearing, period. And, you know, but regardless, so this person may dress in that manner. Something else that came to mind, Scorpio, this is specific and won't apply to everyone, of course, but it could be that this person reminds you of someone, maybe even this person you're trying to get away from as far as physically. And so there's an element of like, oh, well, they seem like a boss. They seem like they're really, you know, stable and generous, etc. But maybe they're not really like that because, you know, I'm picking up this vibe from their appearance or whatever, that they're very sexy or they're very, I don't know. Take that as it resonates. And then we've got to add the King of Cups and the Three of Swords into that mix. So physically, this person may wear a lot of dark colors, but they may have sort of like an artistic flair. So someone that comes across as maybe like kind of emo or goth. I think I had that in one of the Earth sign readings as well, but I don't remember which one. But they have, you know, with the King of Cups, it might be someone, for instance, who like dresses all in black, but they wear like hot pink shoes and bright lipstick or something. If it's a female, I don't know. Also, this is also very specific, but this person could be transgender. And so the reason I bring that up is because at first you might not, you know, that doesn't mean that they're deceiving anyone. Somebody's not going to blurt out with their, you know, if they're transgender perhaps on the first meeting, or they may, that's up to them. But the point is, like, you may think at first that this person is a particular gender, and then, you know, the Seven of Swords there just might be that you believe something that is, you know, false at first. Now, if they've chosen to transition, say, from male to female and identify as female, then they are female, of course. That's how I see it. I respect people's own, you know, definitions and what they've wanted to become and what they have become. So there's no deception in that either, but the point is that the way you may see it at first may be not exactly accurate. And, but like I said, that's kind of specific. And that's pretty much all I'm picking up from that. There may be sort of like an allusion to how this person presents themselves initially, whether intentional or not, and it may sort of set off a trigger for you of like deceptions you've had in the past. But you do, and with the devil there, you do find them attractive, because the devil can talk about even obsession or, you know, passion kind of getting out of control, or in its most positive aspect, it can just talk about really letting loose and having a great time. So this person's physical appearance might, you know, cause you to lust after them, which is normal. And I've spent way too much time on that position. But that's what came to me, Scorpio. So moving on to this person's personality. With the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Oh, this is cute. I'm picking up a vibe that this person could kind of remind you of somebody that you knew when you were younger. Not in a childish, creepy way, of course. Just like, you know, they might have like a certain naivete to them. They might seem like they have something to offer, and it could be, you know, something valuable. But they have like a youthful, like, you know how kids sometimes, like, they just tell the truth, like they're blunt until they learn how to put masks on as they get older and sort of do little white lies and, you know, omissions to sort of people please or whatever. This person is not like that. They're sort of frank, like in a childlike fashion, and they may almost have a vibe to them, like harking back to earlier generations or times, you know, when things were simpler. As far as possible hardships or lessons from this soulmate connection for you, Scorpio, we have the Nine of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Three of Wands. Okay. One way that I can see this is that, you know, having approached the situation kind of in that wounded warrior energy of, well, gee, I just went through this crap with this past person, and I'm trying to escape that, so, you know, I don't know if I'm willing to try this again, but I'm going to go ahead and, you know, okay, so this is tying to me, Scorpio, as then with the King of Wands and Three of Wands there. Try not to go into this perhaps thinking, if it is a true soulmate, perhaps thinking that it's all about the sex and the physical passion, and kind of wanting to conquer this person on a physical level because, you know, you're not ready to open your heart. I mean, if the other person is aware that that's where you're coming from and they are okay with it and all that, then to hell with it. I mean, I don't care what people do, as long as they're saying consenting adults. So, if you're both interested in a strictly physical connection at first, go for it. But I think Spirit is saying a lesson or hardship that might occur here is being so guarded that you just go for the physical aspect. And, on the other hand, that can sometimes turn into a deeper connection. It hasn't very often in my experience, but it can. But don't just use this person for sex and then in the meantime be waiting for like the real thing to come along. If this is a true soulmate, don't connect with them, I suppose, in a merely physical fashion if they're looking for something else. Or if deep down you're kind of longing for something else and you're just not ready yet, then perhaps it's best to just put this connection on hold. Then for your overall feelings for this person, with the High Priestess, the 8, and the 9 of Swords, you're kind of in the dark. You're silent, you're not overly demonstrative, which Scorpios, not to stereotype, but they can have that very mysterious type of vibe. You might be feeling like you're overanalyzing things, though, like when you're alone. It might keep you up at night. You might be kind of stuck in, wow, is the same thing going to happen to me that happened to my last connection? Or you might be like, wow, I'm obsessing about this person. They're so attractive and they're honest and young, kind of like in a refreshing way as far as their personality. But at the same time, like, where is this going to go? Is it going to hurt me? Is it going to, so just kind of like going in circles in your mind about the situation. And that's, best, Scorpio, if you're at a place where that can be worked out or not. If you want this connection to succeed, then obviously, you'll take the steps and do the inner work, the shadow work, or whatever to get to a place where you're able to proceed with the connection. And since this is showing up as a soulmate, it could be a karmic soulmate, of course, or it could be a soulmate that you're just intended to learn a lesson from. So if you stay stuck in that energy and, you're kind of mysterious about this or toward this person and stuck in your head about it and it's keeping you up at night or giving you nightmares or whatever, then perhaps, the lessons will kick in here from that part that we talked about and you'll decide to move on for the time being. Nothing set in stone, but that's just some possibilities. So finally, I'm going to flip over these 2 oracle cards to sum up the reading, Scorpio. The first one that we have is Runner. Escape from emotion and confusion on the run. Take that as it resonates, whether that applies to you or the other person, and of course roles can be reversed, but I'm picking up on your energy because by coming here to this reading, you're sort of giving me permission to do so. I'm not telepathically reading this other person's emotions or thoughts. Therefore, I can see from what's been laid down with the 6 of Swords and with you having some of these complex emotions about the situation, Scorpio, that this runner may be you, but maybe not. So I don't know for sure. That's for you to know. And then for the I Ching Oracle of Love card, we have the 34 card, which is Trust. And I'm going to go ahead and read the brief meaning from from the book, since I don't have all those memorized. And then we'll close. Okay, so 34 says, Trust. The hexagram indicates the power of strength and firmness. The oracle is therefore saying that you have the opportunity to achieve true greatness. You only have to evolve according to the nature of things. Beautiful. And that's kind of, I'm not saying like, oh, I told you so, but that kind of just, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm sorry, we're almost done. It kind of goes along, I should say, with what I was saying. Just knowing that you are capable of achieving a satisfying soulmate union, if that is in your aims, and that, you're going to be evolving throughout this process, just to kind of take it in stride, try to learn, and, manifest what you want and what you need, Scorpio. So I'm going to end there. I really appreciate your time and attention. I hope that you'll come back and subscribe, like the video, share, etc. And I will see you guys again soon. Bye, Scorpio.